Hey, welcome back to the Triple Double Watch, guys. We really appreciate your support in the past couple of videos. We've done some tier lists, and one of them got over 1,000 views, so we really appreciate you guys for that. And if you're enjoying them, please hit like and subscribe for us. We're up to about 65 subscribers now, so we're on the road to 100, and we really appreciate all the support lately. So today, we're continuing on, and we're doing some NBA small forward rankings. And it's probably going to be a fun one. Got a lot of variety here. And first one, we got Franz Wagner. What are we thinking?
Definitely leaning back up, maybe low average here.
I'm thinking low average. He showed a lot of flashes last year. We'll see where other guys land.
He might end up moving down at the end, but then we're going to go Kyle Anderson, the new Timberwolf.
He's back up. I like Kyle Anderson a lot.
Yeah, he really was
for his role, but he literally
might be a starter. But
yeah.
And then we go Gordon Hayward, who's been injured a lot. Has obviously shown flashes of superstardom in his past, but as of lately, it's not been consistent.
As of now, he's probably high average. I'd have to see where other guys fall. He could maybe go into low star. He definitely has his games still, but we'll see.
Yeah, and we got Lou Dort, who I have a little bias and really like, but I feel like he's potentially growing into a star, but I would say probably average for now.
He's like right with Hayward for me. Wherever they fall at the end, I think they're together. So
I think we put him ahead slightly. So then we got Buddy Hield. This one's kind of tough because I haven't seen a whole lot of him or heard a lot from him. Since the trade to Indiana, but
as of now, I'd go above Franz, under Hayward. Probably.
Yeah, that's probably good for me too. All right, this will be our first superstar.
Yep, for sure.
We'll obviously, you guys, returning viewers, at the end we'll move guys around based on their tiers and maybe balance it out a little bit. But R.J. Barrett, I'm gonna have to say star for now.
I'd probably be low star by the end of it, but yeah,
he's definitely better than the average guys.
Yep.
Eric Gordon, I feel like we go.
I think at this point he's a backup.
Yeah,
but I think he still does his role good.
I think he's ahead of Anderson.
Yeah, for sure.
So
he still does his role well. Solid player for any team. He'll be on hopefully a different team.
Yep.
Soon. But anyway,
yeah, for sure. This is Devin Vassell, who I've seen some flashes from. I haven't really watched a lot of Spurs lately, but I think he's all right. But he's definitely gonna fall into this backup.
Yeah, I mean he's got a lot of potential, but we're looking at what they did last year.
Shout out the Spurs fan that commented on one of our other
videos. We appreciate the comments, and we totally got what you meant by it, but we got to kind of go off what they did last year. Right now, I'd say above Kyle Anderson, though. He did have a good year.
Yep. All right, then we move to OG Anunoby. This is, I think, maybe under Barrett.
I know. I was thinking the same.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit better than Dort, for sure. So,
Dylan Brooks. That's also, I think, close to them. He's similar type to Dort, but a better shooter, I think.
Yeah, I think he's right above Dort, probably.
Defensive guy.
I hope he really looked good in last year's playoff, 2 years ago playoffs. I hope he gets back to that. So.
Yep. Well, these next two, and I'm gonna go ahead and put him there. And this is this will be probably the title of this video. You guys are clicking on. Who's better between them?
For me, it's a no-brainer.
I think it's a no-brainer that way. The way it is.
KD.
We'll revisit it and talk more and get into detail, but moving on. Sadiq Bey. Really shown flashes last year.
Yeah, 50-point game. Yeah. Overall, I feel like he's right with Dort right now.
I think he's behind him slightly.
Yeah, but I'd go in front of Hayward for now.
Yeah. And then we got DeMar. I think that's all-star, even though it's close.
Ooh.
I mean, I know he had a really good year last year, but
let me look at some of these other guys on the list right now.
I feel like there's a step between.
I think he's the bottom of the superstar.
I just feel like
we'll see.
Some point somebody's got to go into this all-star range.
Yeah, you're right.
I see a couple.
Oh yeah, actually he might have to move down. We got
a couple more superstars here. So, like this guy who I'm gonna slide in there.
Yeah. I think fully healthy.
I'm going to move him down now.
Yeah.
It's going to end up happening.
He's like the top of the top, though.
Yes.
I mean, he is a
superstar on most nights, but with this tier list, we got the best of the best in the NBA.
Yeah.
Then we got Bogdanović from the Jazz.
That's a tough one. He is so streaky.
Yeah, I would probably put him
I think he's
around Bay.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe
between Bay and Hayward.
I was going to say above Bay. I think he's got enough offensive creation himself to be above Bay.
I also see Franz Wagner's probably going to be moving down here soon, but Josh Hart, another guy that's probably an average guy. Maybe
I'd go
back up.
I'd go above Buddy here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like Josh Hart a lot, though.
I would maybe say below that, but it's close. Jason Tatum's a superstar. Now,
I'd go above Butler. For, regular season, counting regular season and all, too, he was better than Butler.
That's true. Then we got Herb Jones.
Ooh, that's a good one, too.
Another guy kind of like Bay. He's definitely shown flashes. And it's just got to get consistent.
I think for me, he's got to fall around Hart right now. Maybe below Hart.
I would say below. I think we're hating on Hield. I think I'm going to put him there.
All right.
Hield's just, we haven't really seen
his
defense. Indiana.
Herb Jones' defense is just off the charts compared to some of these other guys.
I'm going to just go ahead and fix this while we're...
Yeah. I mean, even though, Franz, you are a starter on your own team,
that's not how this
most teams you'd currently be a backup, but he's still really, really good, and he could be a star after this year, honestly.
Then we got Harrison Barnes.
He's like the average of the average. I mean, he had a good year, but
I would say
below Hayward. Yeah. I like Barnes too, though.
This is gonna go star, I believe.
Yeah, I like Bridges.
I think he's...
When you're a defensive player of the year candidate, too, and you got that offense like that...
I think he's top, actually. I think he's the top of the stars. Barrett, Anunoby, and Brooks.
Yeah, I like it over Barrett, too. I mean, when you're in the defensive player of the year candidate and you're averaging 15 points, that's really good.
This is a relatively easy one for me.
Yeah.
I think those are...
Especially after the playoff run.
Chris Middleton, this is a tough one. I think he's... top or second All-Star?
I think he's second All-Star. He's behind DeMar, but Chris Middleton is an absolute stud, too.
This is also a close one. I think he's easily star. When healthy.
When healthy, he's a star.
It's just wearing
I think I'd go under Bridges.
Ooh. I was going to say behind at least Barrett and Anunoby.
I don't love Barrett's, efficiency sometimes and stuff. When Porter's on, he's on. But hopefully he gets back to that next year.
Then we got P.J. Tucker.
Yeah, we have P.J. Tucker because, what do we say, current lineup of the 76ers probably has Tobias Harris at the 4.
Yeah, we put Tobias Harris at the 4. So. Which he would be a good one. He would be a good one at the 3s right now to put in All-Star. But
maybe the bottom of average, sure.
Yeah, for Tucker. Yeah.
It's hard to undersell him because he does so much more than...
Our average here is going to be so low to this video.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hunter.
I think he's
around Hield.
Yeah. I'd say above Herb Jones.
Yeah.
Barely.
I feel like we're just not going to be able to balance this one out.
Yeah,
maybe move Dort up. I think that's possible.
We can move a couple up, but...
I think we... can move him up. Let's go ahead and get Will Barton. I love the guy, but I think he's the top of backup.
I think he's a backup too, most cases. But
is he top or are we going Franz?
I
like Franz.
Well, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Karis LeVert, when healthy, another guy that's shown a lot of good flashes, but just not heavily consistent.
So I'm thinking maybe move Bogdanovich up to star too, because he's the second best player even last year on the Jazz, basically offensive player.
So
and then Karis LeVert top of average.
Top ahead of Bay?
I think so. When he's healthy,
for sure. I also think we're gonna move Bridges up.
To All-Star.
He slides in with Wiggins.
I don't know if we can yet though.
Let's get Reggie Bullock out of the way. We'll figure that out. Backup.
Yeah, he's a backup. He's behind
Gordon.
Barton. No, yeah. I think his defense gets him above Gordon for me at least.
We'll slide him there.
But
I think we move Bridges up and LeVert. I think we go like this right here.
I'm fine with that.
It bounces out a little bit.
This is strictly for balance.
These guys can move around. Anybody at the top or bottom of their list can move up and down.
And if you want to look at it, it's a straight 1 to how many guys we had?
30, I believe.
30 or 31 maybe. I think it was straight 30 for this one. But yeah, it's a straight 1 to 30 ranking if you want to look at it like that too. So don't get too caught up in the tiers.
Although I don't know if Kyle Anderson's the 30th best starting small forward.
It just kind of. Yeah.
Anyways, I feel like the top.
One.
I feel like at the top, that's my order. I don't feel like we need to move. I almost want to put Wiggins ahead of Middleton, but it's a little bit of recency.
No, I love Middleton way too much.
Yeah, a little bit of recency. So
Middleton's that guy in the playoffs too when healthy.
I think that's
so is Wiggins.
I think that's how we're gonna roll.
Yeah, I mean Kawhi could bump up with a healthy season above LeBron potentially, but
Tatum could show out.
Tatum could too, but as of now, I like this a lot, and there's just a lot of guys, so it's hard for some of these guys to go up any higher.
Yeah, and it's hard to get guys like Kyle Anderson who are
like solid play. Like even this whole backup tier, especially like Franz Wagner. Like Franz Wagner could be a star next year. It's just, you got guys like, and PJ Tucker is hard to rate, so we kind of like to keep him an average. He does a lot of stuff, but
yep. So comment what you would change down there, and don't leave us any ignorance. I mean, you just heard what we said and move around people. Anyways, let us know what you'd change.
But yeah, give us something hot still though. What do you think? Like Jimmy Butler's not a superstar or stuff like that. Yeah.
Go ahead and go check out the playlist. I'll link it right here to our other tier lists. Look out for the power forward and center ones to end the series out soon. We might get to some other sports tier lists. So
absolutely.
Like and subscribe and check them out. We'll see you in the next one.
Appreciate y'all.